Hey guys, today I want to talk about how I became a manager in 4 years after college in Big Four consulting. So, I want to talk about exactly what I did at work that paved the way for me to be here today. And I know that much of my followers are younger, like some going through college, some going through their consulting career, and I just want to say this is what I did, and I hope that it helps you guys too. So, here we go. In college, I studied information systems, and what that is business and computers, and you just mix both of that together. And ultimately, I wanted to get into the cybersecurity field. So what I did is I applied to a bunch of positions about cybersecurity. And in 2014, I accepted an offer to start in a Big Four consulting firm. So think PwC, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, and KPMG. Those are the Big Four. I work at any one of those. And I started with a mid-60s salary, and at the time, the firm that I was working for had a progression earnings calculator that led all the way from associate through partner. And I saw a $60,000 range all the way up to $400,000 as a partner and even beyond. So that was really motivating for me coming out of college and being able to see that. So in this year, I worked on 3 clients in 2014, did all the tasks as I was expected to do, and learned technology ahead of the curve, and as much as possible just try to stay on top of news and all the technical work I was doing. If it was about how do you code something in Java, I'm on it. If it was about how do you implement this tool, I was on that as well. Just wanted to make sure that I could become a subject matter expert in one particular field. And aside from that, I did lead some events as well. So I was in LA at the time, and there were happy hours and just firm organized events like that. That was pretty much a team of people leading it, and I was on one of those teams. So of course, being able to serve the client is one part, but also being able to serve the local market and firm is another part as well. So that was 2014. Now we move into 2015, and that's the year that I was title bumped to experienced associate, which is pretty much what this firm gave people after a year at the company. So of course, a raise came there as well, and I was getting paid in the mid-70s, so it was pretty nice too. And at the time, I did have a manager that was never at the client because he was so busy at a different client that he was pursuing, which was making, pretty decent money over there. So I had the chance to lead without supervision. And I ended up selling 5 projects to this client where I had limited supervision and all. I just said, an opportunity came up, so please help in pursuing it. So finding the opportunity, handing it off, and then having them chase it and winning it, that's pretty much a way up right there. Building a strong relationship with the client at the time, being able to help find the seed to sell a project, and being able to become a trusted subject matter expert in a particular area is helpful. So for example, if you are implementing Rapid7, you want to make sure that you are the subject matter expert in Rapid7 and be able to say end to end, these are the different issues with it, this is the roadmap, this is how you lead it, all that stuff. That's what helps you become a senior associate in the perspective I was given. So at that year of promotion, right, leading up to promotion, I told people I wanted to become a senior associate that year, and I'm willing to do what it takes. So what I did is I literally told people that, and they gave me the work that they thought a senior associate should do. And I kept checking in with them every 2 weeks. Is it up to your standards? Is it up to your standards? And most of the time they would say yes. And at the end of it, I would say, please write that I'm ready for the senior associate level in my performance review. So of course, at the end of the year, when the end of 2015's fiscal year ended, I ended up becoming a senior associate. So then in 2016, that's when I became a senior associate. So after the workstream leadership and the limited supervision skills plus the subject matter expertise skills, I had what it took to become a senior associate. So from there, I took on budgeting. And budgeting is what makes or breaks people moving upward, because budgeting is very important. Hitting your margins, hitting your revenue targets, being able to bill, all that stuff. Everything at this level points to being able to lead the project work stream and being able to manage the budget. If you can do that well, I think that you'll be good. Aside from that, that's just client stuff. You have to do investment in the firm as well. So I had a buddy. So every quarter I would have someone that I would lead, tell them this is how the firm works, make sure they were onboarded very well, and that I could lead them from time to time, kind of like a pseudo coach. And what I was hoping from this is that they would grow, because ultimately as a senior associate going into manager, you want to have a team of people that can help you and support you and be able to have a good relationship with. So when you're leading a project, you have nothing to worry about. That's something that you're trying to groom at this level. So going into the next year, 2017, as a senior associate, I was doing people stuff, firm stuff. I was helping with recruiting. I was helping with an alliance. I was helping with, tracking pipelines and all that stuff for a particular product that we were trying to chase. And going into 2017, I did get a raise. I did ultimately move to Texas and negotiated the raise because I almost took another company's offer, because I was willing to do that to, be with family and build up the career as well. So trying to hit two birds with one stone, but my firm was able to retain me in that way. And in that year, I switched my career coach. I told everyone on my projects that I'll do what it takes to become a manager, and I was given this work accordingly. So this includes thought leadership, being able to lead multi-million-dollar complex engagements, being able to mentor people around you, like 5 to 10 people, being able to handle the error scenarios, like if you have a risk in scope or your budgets or that stuff, trying to squash that right away, and even hunting some new work. So being a senior associate in that year leading up to manager, you're definitely pretty much filling up the shoes of what a manager does. And at the end of the year, I continued my learning as well. I got my CISSP certification, and that really helped a lot. Aside from that, I was tied to a particular client in Texas, and I ended up selling 3 big projects close to $1 million range each. And that's what helped in getting the case to becoming a manager. So there it is. At 2018, I hit the level of manager after 4 years of working at this Big 4 company. And it is definitely a balance between people, firm, and client. And when I say people, firm, and client, you're talking about, those little networks that you can get in and meet other people. That's people side, being able to mentor people, because ultimately when you go up, you need to pull people on your projects, still people as well. And then firm, being able to coach people, like coaching them on budgets, coaching them on the engagement strategy that I have, coaching them on client work and how to do client work with the degree of quality that you're looking for. That's also important. And then being able to help with internal stuff. There will be happy hours that are arranged. People arrange those things. And being able to track pipeline of something that's coming up, following up with people so they don't have to think about it. So of course, there's a lot of things that go into this triangle aside from just client work. And now as a manager, if I were to describe my job right now, I serve as the trusted advisor for 2 of my local clients. And I even face the toughest clients I've ever had this year as well. And now I can say for certain that from the starting signature for a statement of work for a particular project to the final delivery of the project deliverable, I'm able to lead a team of 5 people, as high as 10 people on each of these accounts and different work streams under that every step of the way. And being able to tell everyone your goals, showing your willingness to reach them, having people trust in you, making people trust you enough to show your worth, that is how you get promoted quickly. That's how you get promoted in 4 years from associate to manager. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Please drop a like down below. Please comment down below with your thoughts if you have any questions for me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It really helps a lot. Stick around for the new content. I'm posting a lot about consulting, career, and finance. Those are the things I'm going to have going forward. And of course, a little bit of Texas life as well. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.